G'day guys, my name's Dave Tran and welcome to another Throwback Thursday edition of GuitarZero2Hero song tutorial. And in today's lesson, I'll be teaching you how to play 21 Guns by Green Day. Now if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Now for the basics of this song, you won't need a capo and you'll just need your guitar in standard tuning. Let's jump straight into the intro of the song. And this intro is actually played in the break later on in the song as well. For this intro, there's just 4 positions that we need to play. For the first position, we'll take our index finger, 5th fret of the 5th string, and pinky finger will go on to the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Now we're going to pluck both of those strings at the same time. Now you're going to need to do some hybrid picking there. So what you'll do with your pick, you'll pluck that 5th string, and at the same time you'll use your middle finger to pluck the 2nd string, like that. So that's position 1. Now for position 2, we're going to keep our fingers on those same strings. We're just going to be sliding down to different frets. So there's no need to take your fingers up off those strings and move. Just keep them there and slide them down to 1st fret of the 5th string and 3rd fret of the 2nd string. That's the 2nd position. Then the 3rd position, we just slide that exact same shape up to the 8th fret of the 5th string and the 10th fret of the 2nd string. We're going to pluck that. And then for our 4th position, we slide this exact same shape down to 3rd fret of the 5th string and 5th fret of the 2nd string. And that's our 4th position. You're going to hold out each position for 2 beats and the intro will just sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Next we get to the verse and we have 4 lines of chords here. Our first line is a 4 chord progression that goes D minor and then B flat 5. So that's just a B flat power chord. So our index finger on the 1st fret of the 5th string and ring and pinky on the 3rd fret of the 3rd and 4th string. You only want to hear those strings ring out. The 6th string should be muted. One little tip to keep that muted is to take your free middle finger and just lightly rest it on top of that 6th string so that it doesn't ring even when you strum all the strings. That's B flat 5. Then we go to an F chord. Now you can go to a full bar chord F, but Billy Joe actually plays this F when he does it live. It's really important that when you're playing this F chord that you're not hitting the 6th or the 5th string, only from the 4th string onwards. And then our 4th chord in this line is just a normal C chord. This first line of chords is going to be played 3 times. Now there's a very specific strumming pattern here, so let's break it down. It's up here in the annotations. For the first 2 chords, for the D minor and the B flat 5, we have the same strumming pattern, which goes down, down, down. So just 3 down strums on those 2 chords. Down, 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 like that. Now one little thing you can do to make the transition easier, and this is actually what's in the recording as well. On the very last down strum of those 2 chords, you can actually lift your fingers and strum at nothing. So the first 2 strums can be the D minor, down, down, and then lift everything, down, and then go to your B flat, down, down, lift, and then go to your next chord. So again, down, 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 like that. When we go to our F chord, we're going to change our strumming pattern here. It's going to go down, 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 up. We're going to play that entire F for all the strums. And then we go to our C, which again is a different strumming pattern. It's just 4 down strums. Down, 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 down. So in one continuous loop, the strumming pattern should go like this. Down, 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 up, down, 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 down. And that covers all 4 chords. And together with the chords, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. And you repeat that 3 times, and then we get to our second line of chords. Our second line of chords is simply a B flat 5, and then a C. Now, each of these chords is going to have its own strumming pattern, and this strumming pattern is going to go like this. Down, down, up, down, 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 down. And you play that once for each of the chords. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Then our third line of chords is identical to the first line of chords. When we get to our fourth line of chords, we have B flat 5, and then we have a C5. So it's just a C power chord. It's the same shape as the B flat 5 power chord, just up 2 frets, like that. You can play a C as well if you want, but the C power chord's more applicable here because this is where the distortion's going to kick in. So you're going to hold out this B flat 5 for 7 beats, and then you're going to hit this C5 on the 8th beat. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... So in total, the verse will sound like this. Now the verse before the very final chorus is altered a tiny bit. There's just 2 lines of chords here. Our first line of chords is exactly the same as the verse that we already know. But for the second line, we're just going to hit this B flat 5 and hold it out. And then we go back into the final chorus. That's it for the verse, and now we get to the chorus. And the chorus just has 2 lines of tab here, and we're just playing a whole bunch of power chords, essentially. If you're not familiar with power chords, then I really recommend that you do learn them because they're super important, and pretty much every Green Day song will use them. Alright, so we're going to start with an F power chord. So that's index finger on the 1st fret of the 6th string, and then ring and pinky on the 3rd of the 5th and 4th strings. All the other strings should be muted, so you're just hitting those 3 strings. You're going to strum this twice and then mute the string straight away. So you just take your palm and then rest it on the string so nothing rings out. Like that. Then we're going to go to a C/E. So keep your ring finger exactly where it is, and then your middle finger will go on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and you'll play the open 6th string here. You only want to hit the top 3 strings here, like that, and that's C/E. You do the exact same thing where you're strumming it twice and then muting the strings after. Then we're going to go to a D5. Now this is a D power chord, so our index finger will go on the 5th fret of the 5th string, and ring and pinky on the 7th fret of the 3rd and 4th strings. You don't want to hit that top 6th string. So again, a good tip for muting that 6th string is to take your middle finger and rest it lightly on the 6th string like that, and pushing down everything else. We hit the D5 twice and then mute it as well. Then we're just going to go to a C5, which is 2 frets down, and we're going to strum this with a down, 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 up. And so far we have this. Down, 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 up. From our C power chord, we're just going to slide this down another 2 frets, and we play this B flat 5 for 4 down strums. And then we're going back to an F power chord, so we just take that shape up 1 string, and we strum that 4 times. So that bar will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then we go back to a C5 power chord, and we're going to strum this with a down, 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 up, and do that twice. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. That's it for the first line. You're going to play that through twice. And then for the second line of this tab, we're playing this B flat 5 for 4 down strums, the F for 4 down strums, and then we end on the C5 and let it ring out. So in total, the chorus will sound like this. Down, 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 down. So that's what you play for the first chorus. For the second chorus, instead of ending on that C5, we're just going to play through that and strum it 8 times. So in the second chorus, the second line will just sound like this. And for the final chorus, we're playing that fourth line 4 times, not twice. But our second line of tabs is exactly the same as the first line. We're just ending the song on that C5 power chord. Alright, now we get to the bridge of the song, and there's 3 sections of tab that we need to learn. The first section is really easy. We start with the D5 power chord. We're going to do the similar thing that we have in the chorus, but we're just going to strum it twice and then mute the chord. So we're going to do that with the D5, and then go down to a B flat 5, do the same thing, and then go to the F5, do the same thing, and then we're going to go to the C5 and we'll just strum that 4 times. So in total. And then for our next section of tab, we're going to start with the same 2 chords. So D5, B flat 5, and then when we go to the F chord, we're going to strum this 4 times, and then we're going to go to an A5. So that's the same shape, just up at the 5th and 7th fret, which sounds like this. And you're going to play that section twice. Then for our third and final section, it's just B flat 5 for 8 down strums, and then C5 for 8 down strums. So the bridge will sound like this. Now the chords in the solo section are the exact same chords that we had in the chorus. The strumming pattern's the only thing that's just going to differ. So we're going to strum our F chord 4 times, our C/E 4 times, D5 4 times, C5 4 times, then B flat 5 4 times, F 5 times, and then we're going to go to our C5 and we're going to do down, 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 up twice. Down, 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 up. That first line's played through twice, and then for our second line we have B flat 5 for 4 strumming patterns, F for 4 strumming patterns, and then an A5 for 8 strumming patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the rhythm for the solo section will sound like this. And then we have a break, which is the same as the intro. So I've already taught you that. And our final chorus. So now the last thing I need to teach you how to play is the solo, which is a lot of fun. We're going to take our index finger, play the 8th fret of the 5th string. Then our ring finger will play the 10th fret of the 4th string. Our pinky finger will go to the 10th fret of the 2nd string. And then we'll take our ring finger and go to the 10th fret of the 3rd string. And those 4 notes, like that. After that 10th fret of the 3rd string, you're gonna take your middle finger and hit the 8th fret of the 2nd string, hit it again, and then slide it up to the 10th fret. And then we're going to take our index finger and hit the 10th fret of the 3rd string. And so far. And then with our index finger, we'll slide down and go to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. play that, and then with our pinky hit the 10th fret of the 3rd string, and then we go back to the 7th fret, and then we go up to the 9th fret with our ring finger. We're going to pluck it again and slide up to the 10th fret, like that. And then with our ring finger here, just slide it down to the 7th fret and pluck that note. And that short run. Then with our ring finger here, we'll slide that down to the 3rd fret. We'll pluck that 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Our pinky finger will go to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then we go back to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. And then our index finger will start playing the shape of an F chord. So we're going to go 1st fret, 2nd fret, and then 3rd fret. In that section. But you don't want to hold onto each note. You'll just play them individually. And then lift, and then next one, lift, and then next one. And then with our middle finger, we'll slide up to the 9th fret. You can slide up from any note, but it just needs to be fairly quick. So you can't really discern that first pitch. So we'll hit that once, twice, 3 times. And then with our ring finger 10th fret, hit it again and slide up to the 12th fret. So that last section. And the first line in total. Then the second line of tabs is almost identical, except for the last little section. So when we slide up to the 9th fret with our middle finger, we'll play it once, twice, 3 times. Then we move that finger up 1 fret to the 10th fret. And then with our ring finger, we'll play the 11th fret of the 2nd string and slide it up to the 13th fret. Like that. So the last section. So that's the only thing that differs in the second line. Everything else is the same as that first line of tab in the solo. Then finally for the third line of tab, we're going to start with our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Pinky finger will go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. And then we're going to do that F chord shape. So 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, all in the shape of an F chord. And then we're going to slide up to the 9th fret again and just pluck this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the solo in total will sound like this. So now I'm going to play the song in its entirety, and I'm going to have a vocal track on top for some context. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
21 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 21 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. 21 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 21 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. You'll die.
Hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. If you've enjoyed this, and hit that like button, hit subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on my updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.